was young, there's so much I wanted to do. I thought each and every single dream come true. But now I'm older and I don't feel the same. I thought I'd travel the world in 7 seas, hit the open road and flow like a breeze, and I'd have a son that would bear my name. But it's a good life all the same. It's a good life all the same. I thought being young would never end. You could always rely on your friends, but childhood is just a snapshot in a frame. I thought God would answer all of my prayers, just call His name, He would be there. But now my faith is shaking and in flame. But it's a good life all the same. It's a good life all the same. But just because things don't work out as you planned, it doesn't mean they don't work out. Well, you survived all that was thrown at you. Isn't that what life's all about? I thought my mom and my dad would never die. I thought true love would never say goodbye. I thought my demons were something I could tame. I thought what you wanted was what you got. If you took a little and gave a lot, and hard work would lead to fortune and fame. But it's a good life all the same. It's a good life all the same. Well, it's a good life all the same.
Mr. Matt Roach!
Yes, hello.
Welcome to Philly on the Rise.
Thank you very much. Finally, it's nice to
Finally,
be here.
it's taken some time, but
arrived.
you're here.
Yes, yes.
In that song you just played, man.
Yes.
That was some good stuff.
Thank you very much.
That is your ukulele?
It is my ukulele.
May I touch it? Is it personal?
You can keep it actually.
No, I don't want to keep it. But this is some good stuff, man.
Yeah, that's the instrument of non-choice. Usually I play
Okay.
guitar, but
Yeah.
I figured out something different, and it's called All the Same. And it's a song that I don't know why I picked it. I like picking instruments once in a while and learning how to play them.
Sure.
So this was the one I picked, and I learned how to play that.
So you play quite a few. You play the guitar, you play the ukulele. What else do you play?
When I play live, it's usually just the guitar, ukulele, harmonica, and stuff. I'm not like a thing banging the drum right.
Okay. Yeah.
So I play, but when I record the albums, I play all the instruments for the albums. So
Okay.
I play drums and keyboards and bass, all that kind of stuff.
You know, what's interesting about your music is that you infuse music with comedy.
Right.
So when
I
you
try
listen to the
yeah,
lyrics,
yeah,
it's like,
that's
this is a
debatable.
feel-good song. I feel happy.
Yeah. Sometimes I like to put feel-good music with real sad lyrics because people don't know what's going on. They got to listen to the lyrics, they're doing this, and they hear it and they go, wait a minute, this is very happy.
It doesn't really matter.
It's very sad, yeah.
When did you get your start? How did you get your start?
Actually in comedy. I sketch comedy, and I had a comedy group for 8 years, and did sketches all around Philadelphia and places that, I don't know, I closed them personally, but they all shut down. Yeah, after I did them, they shut down.
Is that good or bad?
I think it's bad. Did
you happen to drive them out of business?
I think I did. I think the whole group just shut them down. We played at Pat LaBelle's old club, Shea LaBelle, that shut down. I think after we left, they just locked the doors and just shut it down. And then we played, well, Walnut Street Theater, that's still around. We played there, so that's still going. That's been there for like 200 years, so that shuts down, we're in trouble.
Sure.
But yeah, I started doing the sketch comedy. I started putting comedy songs in with the sketches.
Yeah.
And then once the comedy grew, I kind of got tired of doing that, and I started to write real songs to go along with it. And now I have about 500 songs total, and I just kind of pick them at random.
Yeah, you kind of morphed into this new. New
old. Yeah, new old me.
Yeah, you've got these about 500 songs. How many albums you have? This is your latest, right?
That's my I did actually did a double Christmas album over. I have all original holidays on. I've been doing them 10 years. This is my latest. 2012 I put this one out because I was turning 40, and I wanted to write something. All the Same song is about. I wanted to kind of write a biography in a couple minutes.
Okay.
So, but it's more about people around my age who. It's kind of like you've been through some loss, you had some heartache, something like that. Everybody's dealt with something by that point usually, but it's okay. We're still here. So
gotcha.
Life, all the same.
And see, that's interesting because I'm near that age now. I'm almost 40 myself. I actually just turned 39.
I'm 42 now. So
Okay.
So congratulations for still being in the 30s.
Well, yeah, exactly. But I'll be heading to your side of the pond soon.
Oh God, it's a murky pond. Don't go in there. A lot of moss.
You travel up and down the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
You're as far as Boston and as far down as maybe the Virginias.
Yeah, yeah.
Give us a story, like one of the craziest, wildest stories that happened while you were on tour.
Well, I always like playing for people who like to sing along with me, but they don't really know the song, so it makes it a challenge. So I'm playing on stage in New York one night, and a girl comes up and wants to sing a duet with me. Now, I wasn't playing a duet, but in her mind, it's going to be a duet. So she comes up and she starts singing along to a song that she doesn't know the lyrics to.
Okay.
So I'm playing the song, and I'm singing the chorus parts, and then she would just come in and sing words. You know, like, you remember me. You know, she'd like throw a word in there when she's like banging into the microphone and stuff. And it, you know,
now was she a little bit intoxicated?
She was all intoxicated. Yeah, she was all in. She was all in. She didn't know who I was, who she was.
Okay.
But it's like partly funny and partly scary and partly get off the stage. So, but yeah, a lot of stories like that of people singing where they shouldn't be singing and stuff, and people wanting to talk. Yeah, it's always great, like meeting people after the shows. But it's when people like won't kind of let me go, you know, like just like hang on to you and talk to you forever, and they scare me because I don't think they're even at the show. They're seeing you leaving with a guitar and following me to the car. But yeah, I mean, touring is fun.
Good stuff.
Best time.
Yeah. Is the inspiration for your music all comedy?
No.
Is there any kind of love been spiced in there?
Yeah, all kinds of. Yeah, all kinds
of. A bit of broken heart songs.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. You can throw a dart at one of my albums and hit one of those. Yeah,
okay.
A lot of broken heart songs and. Some happy songs. People think I should probably write more happy songs, but yeah, a lot of heartache and comedy, and sometimes mix them together. There's something I like when I do my live shows. I like being able to switch it back and forth. I don't want everybody to think they know which way it's going to go. I don't want to say, oh, this guy's the funny guy, or this guy's singing this what I call slashers, like all sad songs that make it fresh and you want to leave. But I want to be able to mix it up, so I try to throw. And then sometimes right in the middle of the song, I'll switch it around. So.
Okay. Let's talk about your inspiration.
Yes.
Is it personal? Have you been through some of these kind of relationship issues?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. But it makes great fodder for songs, that's for sure. If you have 500 songs, you've had some kind of heartache, you're insane, so it's a little bit of both. The heartbreak and you know, my dad died when I was 12 suddenly, my mom died suddenly a few years ago. I mean, that my one album, Borrowed Time, that I put out in 2007, that's all pretty much about her.
Okay.
But it's kind of, I try to write it that is also about, you know, life's on borrowed time. You only got a certain amount of time to do something with it.
Sure.
Don't waste it. So that's really, I didn't want to make it the saddest album ever made. You know, people have done, they'll do that to Adele, but
no, we don't want to talk
No. It's good,
right.
I don't want to just be known for the guy who writes the saddest songs of, you know, so I wanted to be able to mix them up and do stuff like that.
Okay, I understand. I know going through that with your parents is really tough. How did you make it through that? Did you turn to your music specifically? Or?
Yeah, always do. It's just always kind of like a friend that's constantly there that I can utilize when I need it, and usually it's not a ukulele. My mom died. Let me write a song on ukulele. Let me write the saddest song on the happiest instrument. But no, it's usually a guitar. Lyrics always come first to me. I'm not usually, and then I put the music to it after it. But
sure. Now, writing your lyrics. Are you up at the crack of dawn writing lyrics at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, exactly.
Or
I'm at 3 o'clock in the morning guy. I don't usually go to bed until 4:30 usually. As a rule, I usually can get up at any time and be fully with it.
Sure. Gotcha.
Don't I look fully with it? But yeah, we can usually, I can usually get up and be fine, but inspiration comes either there or in the shower. You know, in the shower and you're trying to rush to remember what you wrote and you get out and try to write it on there. I need something in the shower, some kind of, disposable chalk or something like that.
So this is full time. This musician thing is a full time.
I've been doing it for
Has it been pretty good?
I'm here. I'm in here. Yeah, I'm earning a living. Yeah, I'm not sleeping in a box out here in the streets. That's the start. But I'm doing. Everything's changing now because everything it's internet driven and it's iTunes and stuff. You know, people don't have real CDs to sell. They don't know where they are someday.
So how's that changed your business since everything's almost internet driven?
It's good in a way because you can put your stuff on iTunes and Spotify and places like that, but you get like 0.001 cent per time they hear it. So unless you're an artist that has, Justin Timberlake will make millions of dollars on something like that. But if you're a local artist who's trying to get their stuff out there, you really got to go out and play shows. But the problem when you're doing that, the merchandise you usually sell. Not people buy that much anymore because people don't buy CDs, so you got to tell them, I'm also one of you. You're kind of like, I don't like the selling part of it. Never.
So what's the advice then to a youngster who's just starting out and maybe new in the business?
Don't do it. No,
don't do it. That's not.
I'm only kidding. No. Really, the advice is I don't play any cover songs for me. I mean, so it depends on what way you want to go. If you want to make money playing stuff, probably go join a cover band, and you'll get jobs in bars, and you'll get jobs at weddings, and you'll get jobs doing all these things because people like familiarity. So when they hear these songs, and I don't play anything, that's that. So it's path that I chose, but it's sometimes not the easiest path. Because
Okay.
people want to hear what they want to hear, and if they yell Freebird after me, I'm not playing the Freebird. If I knew it, I wouldn't play it. So.
Okay, yeah, okay.
But yeah, my advice would be really, if you want to make money, but if you're driven by like artistic kind of thing, you want to be, just don't think about the money. I never have. If you're lucky enough that comes up, then that's great. You know, that's fortunate. But
and you're super busy, so obviously it's working for you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I looked at your calendar and it's whoop.
Yeah, and that wasn't really planned this time. I just thought that I'll just do a couple shows and see, and then it just like kind of I love the booking process of it.
Okay.
I love the idea of doing it. I book all my own shows and do everything. That's I do the advertising, and so when I go to do the shows, sometimes like, I almost forgot I did it. Yeah, I booked it, and then I got to go show up somewhere and do it. I'm like, I got to do the show now. That's right. That's right. I actually got to work.
What's the toughest part of being an independent artist?
Oh, jeez. Getting people pay attention to you, honestly. Okay. That's the toughest part, is getting people that don't know your music to sit there and listen to something and not just be a human jukebox.
Is it about hits? YouTube hits? Is that what it's about?
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to do something like that. I mean, I put live stuff on YouTube. I like to put some comedy videos and stuff like that on there. I wish I still had my comedy group now than when I did it in like, the late 80s and stuff, when there wasn't anything like that. Now people have it a lot easier in that sense, because you have access to people like that. I mean, I can put stuff, this show we're taping today, and I go out to people so fast.
Yeah.
And before, I remember doing a cable access show years and years ago, the one right there, and it was like, it was like they almost had to bring it in on a donkey into the place, and ride it up to New York to be broadcast and stuff. So, but now everything's so fast, and it's great, but it's also kind of like everybody can see every mistake and every problem, so it's hard to keep people's attention.
Understood. Earlier you mentioned that you have songs for folks who are about to turn 40, folks who are 40.
Yeah.
I'm getting it there. I'm inching up there. So I need you to play for us now on Feeling the Rise, something that can kind of rejuvenate me, make me feel happy about turning 40.
Oh, jeez.
Do you have something that can make me feel
tough part, on a ukulele, I don't.
Oh, I gotta improvise, brother. I gotta improvise.
This is about something about turning 40.
Okay.
It's called Junk in My Spunk, and this is about donating sperm and being told to do it.
Oh, that's nice.
So they say that you reach a certain age. Now, I've never done that before, but I was reading an article in a newspaper, and it cut off the age at like 37, 38, and I was like, oh, that seems kind of, not. So I thought, let me make up a story. That's the thing, a lot of my songs, I write songs and people will think, oh, he lived this or that, and most of the ones that they think I actually lived, I didn't go through, and the ones that I actually did live, I think I make up. So you can't really win.
So let's do the sperm song.
Okay, a little bit of this, a little bit. I went down the boulevard to a place I sometimes go. They give me a cup and a magazine, and off to work I go. I go to a small room in the back to conduct my biz. I pull down my pants and I fill her up with a cup of jizz. Yeah, we're not gonna keep this one, are we?
I don't know.
There's a place where I can find some peace, I'll make a little dough. When I got a little bit of time to kill or an extra wad to blow. But on my recent visit there, can't believe what I was told. The lady said, I'm sorry sir, but you're just too old. And now they're saying my spunk is nothing but junk. I used to be a hunk, but now I'm just a no punk. And now I'm hung like an elephant trunk. It doesn't really matter cause it's junk in my spunk. It doesn't really matter cause my spunk is junk now. I said you have to excuse me, miss, but this just can't be true. I still got some bullets left in this gun, won't you let me shoot it at you? She says there's an age limit I have passed for the fertile seed. And when it comes to you, sir, we've got all that we need. Bottles and bottles, acres and acres, bottles and bottles. I decided to give it one more shot, so I started to get undressed. And even though she called security, I could tell she was impressed.
This is too hot for me.
It's too hot. The saying my spunk is nothing but junk. I used to be a hunk, but now I'm just a no punk. And yes, I'm hung like an elephant trunk. It doesn't really matter cause there's junk in my spunk. It doesn't really matter cause my spunk is just junk. It doesn't really matter cause there's junk in my spunk. Yeah.
I forgot to tell you this is a family show.
I know, but I was not prepared for that at all. Yes. Why didn't I bring my guitar? Why? I could have did 400 and 97 songs for you. The 3 songs.
Well, that's all right, man. Now tell me that's a true story based on the true.
That is not true.
Are we sure?
No,
You're a camera now.
Yeah, well, maybe there might be 4 or 5 kids I don't know about, but that's, you know, what do I know? You know, if I don't know, it won't hurt them or me. But no, that was just because of reading. That's things. Inspiration comes from weird things. You read stuff and it makes you laugh. And if it makes you laugh, maybe it'll make other people laugh.
I think that's a song that will make everyone
it makes,
laugh.
Yeah, but you don't pull this out in a coffee shop, you know.
Not at all.
I don't mean that in any kind of, you know,
and I don't look,
way.
after that song, I don't look forward to turning 40 now.
No. Well, as
Matt
long
Roach.
as you keep everything inward and don't share it, you're fine.
Mr. Matt Roach, where can we find you next?
Well, by the time this airs, the show, I'm playing tomorrow at Cosmic Cafe on Boathouse Row, and I'm at Mugshots on Fairmount Avenue next week. Yeah, that's a nice little place. And then next month will be in New York and Delaware.
You're all over. Where can we find you?
Yeah, www.mattroachmusic.com will be where I'm at that next time. Yes,
Mr. Matt Roach,
thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
It was very fun. Next time I'll make sure I bring a guitar so I can play real songs.
That's all good.
I apologize to everyone for everything I did. Everything.
100%. Please accept this apology. Thank you for joining us for this segment of Philly on the Rise, and we'll see you soon.